right, what do we got?
All right, first one comes from Ahmed Al Hakim on YouTube asking, I've been waiting for NOA2 approval for more than 7 months. What should I do?
A notice of approval for more than 7 months. What was it that they're filing for? What are they waiting on an approval for?
So it says notice of approval 2. Is there an NOA2?
No. Well,
Okay.
you're waiting on an approval, you and hundreds and hundreds and millions of other people. I don't know what you're waiting on an approval for, so we need more information, unfortunately.
Got you.
Okay, this next one comes from Derek Woody on YouTube. When an American person gets married to an immigrant but is duped and played for citizenship, who would protect me as an American?
Yourself. All right, so unfortunately, you feel duped. You're not the first person to be duped, whether you're duped in a business deal, whether you're duped because you feel somebody said they loved you when they didn't, and you married them believing they loved you, and you feel now they didn't love you and they just wanted a green card. People get duped all the time in not just immigration, but in all different things. What are you going to do? You got duped. You know, the only thing you can't change the past. You can't. So they got their green card. The government's not going to take it away from them now. So if you're going to, my only advice is if you're going to dwell on it, you're just going to make yourself angrier. The only thing you can do is move on. Say, you know what? It was an experience. I've learned from it. I won't get duped a second time. Get divorced and fall in love. And hopefully the next time you fall in love, it's with a better person.
All right. Third one comes from Nurse HDS or HDZ. Nurse HDZ on YouTube asking, can I travel to Hawaii with DACA or is it not recommended?
You can go to Hawaii.
Okay.
Epiani Mabake on YouTube. When can one apply for an I-751 waiver after a divorce? Does one need to wait for the 3 months before green card expiration or file anytime after they get divorce certificates?
No, you have to wait 3 months before the expiration of your 2-year green card, and then you file with the divorce certificate.
Okay, Greta Smart on YouTube asked, today was supposed to be my interview day, but I sent in a withdrawal letter because my husband has been so abusive, both physically, emotionally, and verbally. Am I on the right track?
Is this person a U.S. citizen or this person getting the green card?
So they were supposed to go on the interview day, but they sent in the withdrawal letter. So I believe
when you say you're on the right, if you are the American citizen and you feel you're being abused, being on the right track, withdrawing a case, that's what you have the prerogative to do that. Whether that's the right track or wrong track, I have no idea. But as the American citizen, you have the right to withdraw the case up until the time the person gets the green card. After that, it's like the other guy, duped. Okay?
Okay.
But if you are the person getting the green card, no, I would not have withdrawn. I would have gone without your spouse. I would have showed up and said, my spouse isn't here because I'm an abused spouse. Here's the proof. Keep my case open. I'm going to file a VAWA.
Okay.
Okay, this one, a little lengthy, but Nirama European Beauty on YouTube. My husband and I filed for an I-75 and went to an interview in February without proof. We were told to send proof and we didn't, and it's past due. On May 2nd, I got a restraining order against him, then filed for divorce on May 18th, both still pending. They have 2 children. I believe my marriage is fraud because when he came to the US, he was mentally and physically abusive. He cheated and threatened her. He admitted that he only cared for the green card and is now living with another woman and potentially marrying her to get potentially marrying her after the divorce.
Okay, I understand all of that, but you lived together. You had 2 children together. So no one's going to believe that it was a fraud. There's no fraud when you have children in a marriage. What you have is a marriage that presumably is for love, and it broke down, unfortunately.
Then she also goes on to say, what are the chances of him being able to stay or get deported after the divorce? I did notify.
He will, after he is divorced, he will get to be able to stay because he will be able to prove it was a real marriage for 2 reasons. 1, you have 2 children together, and 2, you took out a restraining order against him. So obviously, you were living together. That's all he needs to prove.
Yeah. She notified USCIS.
You can notify USCIS all you want. Unfortunately, your husband's going to get a green card. It's a fact.
Okay. GHC Movers and Packer on YouTube asked, hello, I was deported from the U.S. for drug charges. I would like to be able to visit the U.S. for business purposes. What waiver do I have to file? Will I have to get a green card?
Now he wants to come for business purposes now that they legalize drugs all over the place, right? I'm making a joke. I'm making a joke. He would need a visitor's visa and a waiver, but depending on when he got deported and what he's doing now and what his business dealings are, will determine whether he gets the visa now.
Shakara Taylor on YouTube. My daughter, who was born in the U.S., is receiving government benefits, which as WIC and food stamps. However, because she's just a baby, it's sent in my name. Will it affect my filing once I submit my documents for my green card?
As long as it's for a baby, no. It will not affect you.
Okay, Hetty Betty on YouTube asks, I had my visa IR1 refused because of Section 212A5. My case returned to USCIS for an additional review. What does this mean?
It means they're going to withdraw. They're going to withdraw the approval of your I-130. We got to figure out why it was denied. Yeah. All right, last one.
And then this is our last one. Yep. Rosalinda on YouTube. My husband is approved for the I-130, and we are starting the NVC process. I did the background check, and he had an arrest in 2010 for expired license. Will that affect the case?
No. For an expired license, it should not affect it, unless there was something more to it than that.
Hey, Brad.
Yes.
Can we do one more?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Tolu Walaste.
Okay.
Okay. I feel like this is one that's been asking for a couple of days.
Okay.
So now we're asking. I submitted more evidence on the I-751. I filed for divorce a week after my 3 years of marriage. Can I file for citizenship while my I-751 is still with the USCIS?
No, you have to have a green card for 5 years. It doesn't sound like you've had a green card for 5 years. Thanks for watching. For more Brad Show Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.